Man.
Hi
Hi
guys, everyone.
everyone.
Nice to see you. Happy Friday, Justin, Brian. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining as always. Yeah, it's going to be a heated one. Mostly 30 minutes of talking about kickstands. We've got a lot, and Chris and myself. How are you guys? Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday. Doing well. Doing well.
So, Chris, have you upgraded your kickstand city kickstand so far?
I don't know what to say. It's going to be a heated debate. Yes. So, guys, so a lot of people are asking about the City Kickstand. There is a new upgrade coming, and I think it's going to be available as of next month on the Shopify. So you'll see on the websites and everything else. A lot of people have been asking for it. I don't think it'll be 129 US. I think that's a pro kickstand pricing. But all new cities phasing in will come in with a new kickstand just because of stability. Again, we're always trying to just make our products better. The old kickstand was not bad. It's not terrible or safety issue. It just could have used improvement, and that's why we did it. And as usual, when we do an upgrade, we offer it to other city models as a retrofit. So again, there's been a lot of comments on Facebook and Reddit on this. Again, guys, we're just trying to help and get better products. So we appreciate your support, and if you want to get it, you can get it and retrofit it. I don't know if you have anything to add on the City Kickstand.
I think the question from Justin is also about price. So 129 USD, is that a placeholder since it's not available yet?
No, I think that's a pro pricing just because it's much bigger, a bit more complex. It is a placeholder, so it's not the actual price of the city one. I'll get it for you there.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see just the second we start listing parts, even in the back end, in preparation for something like this, somebody always manages to find one page that's listed but not linked anywhere, and it leaks on Reddit, and here we are.
Well, nobody actually found it. They saw a city got delivered with a new kickstand, and everyone's asking if they can get it, and they saw the pro kickstand at 129, so they made an assumption.
But there is one. There is one. I think that was also a screenshot of the site. So it's always
no. It was a screenshot of the site for the pro. 100%. I checked.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got a few questions that we want to run through before we jump into all the chats. Here we've got the NYC repair closure, some questions about UL and certifications, as well as I guess a question about buying cars and not buying cars. So we can start with the NYC closure. That's obviously the biggest amount of news we've released in a while, and I know the community took it in different ways. Some people were obviously concerned. Some people were surprised. Some people were just worried about what are they going to do with all the scooters that they maybe purchased from us under the pretense of being close to a servicing location. Now, is the value in Apollo still there? Well, let's start with answering why we decided to shut down New York. New York, we've been there for 3 years. Alwaa set up the location basically himself. We had a great team working there with Peter and Nate. Peter, who used to run NYC electric scooters before, he came on over and he joined forces with Apollo. So he brought a wealth of experience, and he continues to be a vital part of the team to this day. So definitely a difficult decision to shut down after 2.5 years. However, what's been happening and what ultimately drove us to make this decision is the change in regulation in New York. So over the last 6 months, New York's been cracking down on non-UL listed scooters. And as you know, the only scooters that are UL listed in our portfolio is the 2023, 2024 lineup. We're not going to go back to the 2021 scooters and get them listed retroactively. Each certification is $30,000 to $40,000 USD. And we're just, there's no point in certifying scooters that we no longer sell. So we made the decision to ultimately shut down the repair center because most of the servicing does come from legacy models, but now we can't legally service those scooters. We can't stock batteries for those scooters. We can't even have those scooters in the shop anymore. And the penalties and the essentially enforcement of that legislation has been very severe. So yeah, difficult decision, but we're not leaving you stranded. We've signed on a partnership with Mini Motors NYC, who is now our certified repair shop in New York. They're located in Manhattan. And we also have a few other partners in the works as we speak. So we are working on increasing our presence through third-party servicing locations while we take a minute and really regroup and rethink what our direct approach is going to be moving forward.
Yeah.
So hopefully that answers the question and it gives you a bit more clarity with regards to the why. Okay, this one's for you, Alon. Do you have any documentation I can provide my insurance with regarding the certifications of the scooter?
Yeah, we have all the papers. I guess because it's probably UL that they need, I imagine. We probably just need to find a way, like what is necessary, because the UL report is hundreds of pages. So maybe just a summary letter could work. But yes, it's something we're looking at as to make accessible for people directly on the website for this purpose.
Well, isn't it though, if you like go on a UL website and just put the code that's on the UL sticker, you see the scooter anyway. So it's like all upgraded. Yeah, that should be what the insurance needs. But yeah.
But I know the UL database is hard to find. Like even me, when I'm trying to, one time out of two, I can't find the database. So I think just having it on the website could be nice. So maybe even when you buy the scooter, we just send it to you and it's in your email. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would not be a bad idea. Just sort of having like a repository of everything you might need to show to your landlord or building or office or whatever. Because we expect, you know, our personal feelings about UL aside, I think unfortunately a lot of states are going to follow suit. Like we think California is going to be the next state to demand UL certifications from all scooter manufacturers. We're already seeing that, you know, in order to sell on Amazon, for example, we need to be UL certified as well. So we're starting to see pressure from the distributors from the states. So I think it's just a matter of time rather than a question of if.
Yeah.
Okay. Question about replacement grip tapes for the Pro.
So we improved the grip tape on the Pro. We could post it online. It's going to cover the rear portion of the footrest. So you know, it's the third version now that we make. It's going to be available on the website, and it's going to be shipped to everyone with a Pro for free. It's going to be part of the little upgrade kit that we're sending you. So you can just peel the old one and put the new one on it. And it's basically going to cover the top portion to prevent any scratches and to prevent the grip tape from peeling when you put your foot on it. So this is coming soon. I'll post a picture on Facebook.
All right. Realistic range on a full charge on the go. Have you ever killed the battery on the go?
I did. And it was a different trip that I was taking. And I did 40 kilometers with it. But someone that rides normally and normally that goes fast, like Paul from ESG, it's pretty consistent across all reviews that you get about 20 miles if you ride fast with it. So I would say anywhere between 20 to 30, even 35 if you have like the kick to start and the acceleration tuned down. That's probably what you're looking at. And on the far end, it's probably possible to push it 40 miles as well.
Yeah, there's actually, again, a really good video from, I think it's Tom's Gadget Garage, if I remember correctly. If you just search for Apollo Go range test on YouTube, the guy actually just rides until the battery dies. So it's a pretty good review.
Yeah, but it all ranges on the weight of the ride and everything else. Like I think Josh from Electric Scooter Insider got around 20 or 25 kilometers, but he's like 200 pounds, I think, or 190, 200 pounds, 6'2". So like the more you weigh, of course, the more your range is going to be used. But like you said, between 25 to 40 is realistic, probably at a good speed.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hiring mechanics for the summer? Not at the moment. No, we have enough staff on the team currently in the repairs department. We're looking for customer support agents. So if you're looking for a summer internship, let us know. We're in the midst of hiring right now. And that brings us to the last question. If I buy a new car, I don't expect to need repairs for the first year or so. Can the same be said for a scooter?
It all depends how you drive it, right? Like if you buy a new car and you drive in potholes and you don't change the oil and change your tires and take care of it, you're going to definitely need it. It's the same with scooters, I think. If you take care of your scooter, you make sure all the screws are tight every month. everything is lubed up, greased up, and then just like stored properly, you shouldn't need any repairs. Like I've done that for my scooter. I still haven't had a flat tire, which is ridiculous. But again, it all depends on your luck. It depends if you have where you live, the terrain you use, and how you take care of your scooter. So I would say no, it just depends on how you take care of it. Yeah.
I mean, this is a terrible question, I think, but there are so many variables, so many things that change with the price of the car, with the price of the scooter, with how much you're going to ride, where you live. So I think it's a little impossible to answer this question.
And when it's shipped by mail, right? Like
Yeah,
it's shipped, mishandled, and everything.
So I think we need a bit more information about your specific situation, maybe some variables you can fill in for us before we can answer this properly. Okay, cool. We see quite a few folks joining now. Martin, nice to see you. Alex, hi guys. Let's dig into the stuff you've been leaving for us in the comments. So I think we already addressed Justin's kickstand question. So from Brian, are you guys going to be at Electrify Expo in Phoenix? Chris, that one's for you.
No, we're not, unfortunately. I guess just to be honest, in all these expositions and conferences, like they're really good for brand exposure. It's just we don't have the capacity in terms of like team and like to go to all of these. So we go to Micro:bits conference, etc. every year. But Electrified, we are not going to be there, unfortunately. We did have partners in the past who used to bring our scooters there, but I think that's the only way we'll get there soon, but not this year, unfortunately.
All right, thanks, Chris. From Justin, we talked about the NYC Servicing Hub. So from Donnie, what's up with the service partner list? When is it coming out? The locator on your website doesn't have any locations. Well, Donnie, I don't know where you checked, but there's definitely Mini Motors listed on our site right now on apolloscooters.co. So you should be able to find it there and head on over to book a servicing appointment if that's what you need. If you zoom in a lot, let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's there. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So Donnie, maybe you checked a few days ago before it was updated. Definitely feel free to check again. We're looking at it now, and it's there. That's not very well, but it's there. So take a look at it, please. Otherwise, the new partners. It all depends on when the negotiation component is finalized. Obviously, everyone has to sign an agreement where we agree on what rates they're going to charge, how's it going to work, blah blah blah. So it's in the works, but I would say generally in the coming months we're working to get it ready for the season. Okay, a simple enhancement for the Apollo app is the integration of a charging limit estimator. Users set their desired charge level with Alon, how would you answer that one? We've gotten that one a few times. It's the charging limit.
I guess for the charge limit, we need a hardware change, right? And we need a software change. And we need a smart BMS, which it would be too expensive for this game right now. So what we said is we are working on a smart charger that's going to let you decide it. So it's not everybody that buys this model that need to pay for that like extra feature. If you really want it, you can buy that charger. I think maybe what could be interesting is like because you said like a charging limit estimator, right? Maybe that could be interesting that you said like I would like it to be at 80%, and based on like how fast we are charging, there's going to be like a countdown almost, like unplug it in 2 hours. A bit more manual, but that could be interesting. I didn't think about that.
That could be a software feature.
Yeah.
So you sort of know what
it's like a timer based on the rate of charging.
Mm-hmm. So you can say in 4 hours you're estimated to reach 80%. We'll notify you in 4 hours, kind of thing.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah, like that work, right?
We'll look into it. Thank you, Alex.
Okay, from Borealis, finally warm enough and melted enough to get my Pro ready to ride. Wish me luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
You're gonna have a blast. The app already knows. Okay, I think we're just expanding on the previous point. So the app already knows battery capacity, charge states. Upon connecting to the charger, the app initiates a countdown alert, enabling manual disconnection or scheduling a smart plug. It's noteworthy that there are currently no free charging calculator apps for scooters offering this functionality. That's interesting. Apple can turn this app universal, allowing manual entries for various types. Very interesting. That could be a good way to get some users into the ecosystem too, potentially to make that part of the app free.
I guess there's some challenge with that, right? Like other scooters cannot connect to the Apollo app because I don't have their SDK, so it's going to be hard to know their current voltage to give that estimate. And furthermore, all chargers are different. Some of them are 1M, 1.5, 2M. So
I think he's saying manual entry for various battery
Manual.
types of chargers. Yeah.
but the current level, yeah, if you can read the current voltage, yes. I'm thinking about the Segway that they just give you like a percentage of the thing. But yeah, it could be interesting, something like that. Definitely, Alex. We'll look into it.
Cool. Great suggestion. From Princess, any chance of bringing configurable charge limiting to the Pro? Yes.
Well, we know what the next upgrade should be, yeah?
Yeah, everyone's asking. Huh? It's crazy.
Can I ask just generally why is it so important to everybody? Like, is it just because you've heard that this is good for batteries? You've heard that other brands do it, like our phones do it. Just if you can elaborate on why do you think it's so important, we would love to know.
Well, our phones don't even do it. iPhone, you can't like limit it to 80% charge limits, right? It goes to 100%.
It's gonna charge fast to 80%, and then it's gonna take the whole night to charge the last 20%.
Optimized charging like that. Yeah. So from Justin, because of the cost of UL certification, will it slow down any changes made to the scooter lineup due to the cost it takes to make EVO Energy? Yeah, absolutely. It forces us to be much more deliberate with our changes. And yes, there's expenses and mostly delays. I think that's the main blocker, right? Aside from the financial expenditure that's associated with it, it's months of just waiting for documentation to go through. That's required with every little change we make. So yeah, it's a license to print money for UL, basically. Okay, from Martin, I have many trips on the Go Beta, 17 to 19 miles. Yeah, it's roughly in that range. I love the Apollo look, but without the Apollo Pro price tag or bold Canadian guy behind the company, LOL. Oh, I guess that's in the context of the Punk Rider. Well, yeah, you're getting what you pay for, I suppose. Yeah, LY is our seal of approval, man. No product can go out into the market without his scrutiny, unfortunately. Yeah, no, Punk Rider is interesting. It's come up a few times. I think it's come up a few times because of the obvious resemblance that it bears to the Pro. There were a couple of comments that were pretty funny where people accused us of copying their design or actually not owning the intellectual property around the design, which is obviously so untrue, because if you want to do the least amount of due diligence, just go on our YouTube channel and see where the first video of a walkthrough of the Pro was posted. It was before they even came up with the idea of a Punk Rider scooter. And then, yeah, like we said, we're just waiting for the patent work to come through and paperwork to come through, and we're gonna, pursue some more direct confrontation with Punk Rider. So again, if anyone here is considering Punk Rider, I wouldn't suggest buying it yet. I would wait to see if they're still around in about a year or two, and then maybe get it then. We know that the owners of the company previously made another brand of scooters which went extinct, so they don't exactly have a great track record of making scooters that last and companies that are around for a long time. So just food for thoughts. Okay. Any updates on the accessories, lock or bar extension?
Yeah, we took all the pictures this week, so you should see the website updated with those beautiful pictures soon. The lock is shipped. The fast charger is gonna ship for the Apollo Go. Same thing for the bag. The mirrors, they will ship. It's the one that are right now in stock, I believe, is the headlight. Right, the headlight can be or it's about to be like next week. And what is the other one that we're gonna? Yeah, I don't know. It's all Nick would be better to answer this.
En route, essentially, because I mean, the production of everything is pretty much finished, right? It's just a question of getting it here.
Yes.
Fulfilling, yeah.
Exactly.
So they're coming soon. But maybe what we can do is I think we typically focus on scooters and updating people on the pre-orders of scooters, but at this point we're due for.
Well, we made a great video about the whole walkthrough of the lock, the factory, showing how it's assembled, how it's tested as well. So I think we should share it with people, and I think that's gonna be exciting for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But what we can say is that everything is confirmed. Like with all the factories and everything, like so it's they're all happening 100%. It's just a question of getting it now. And China is entering a holiday on I think next week. So a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, they work hard and they holiday hard apparently. I ordered all the Pro accessories when I did my Indiegogo purchase. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I know. We know. It's just, I think it's fair to say we learned a lot from, like, before, I guess we would always just find accessories, find a factory that would make them, and then test a bunch, and then we would just pick the one that was the best and move forward with that one. But this is the first time Elwha actually designed a lock, and
all the box, right? That's the thing. We want to put them in all the Best Buy and all the wholesalers. So there's like a legal element to it with all the warnings that need to be on it. All the manuals too that goes on it that we need those warnings. It need to be adapted to the pictures of the scooter. So it's bigger than we thought to do all those accessories at the same time. But yeah, it's gonna be worth it. The lock is incredible, and I guess you ordered the mirrors too with it, which is super cool as well. So a long time, but you're gonna have it for the season.
Yeah. This one's for you, Elwha, from Brian. How long does it take for my rides in the app to sync to the website for the amps?
Yes, it depends who you ask, but the longest is 5 minutes. That's what it takes for our backend to push it to the amps, the stamps system. 5 minutes, but it really depends. Sometimes it's a couple of seconds that you see it, but 5 minutes is like the longest that they say their API is going to take to display it on the desktop version.
And very important, Brian, that to remember, it's recorded rides that will be syncing and generating amps. So make sure to record rides when you use the app.
And make sure to link your account too in the personal information. Just put your Shopify account and then it's going to go on the desktop version with the same account.
Cool. Is the lock compatible with multiple scooters, Elwha?
It's compatible with all our scooters, not the old Pro and City and Light, but like everything that we're selling now, it's compatible with it.
Passover in China?
Passover.
Maybe there was a bit of a miscommunication. But yeah, I don't know what the holiday in China is. So honestly, it's crazy. They work weekends every week, but they also seem to have a holiday every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's a different lifestyle. From Alex, the point in having a charging estimator is the convenience of knowing when or how long it will take to charge a battery to a certain level. An estimator is so simple, it could be ready in a week. Well, challenge accepted, Alex. Show us what you got.
The only problem, yeah, please do. The only problem I see with this is some of our models are, and they should all be doing that, but they turn off when you plug the scooter, right? So when you plug it, it's like it will turn off, then turn off the Bluetooth connection, obviously. So we almost need a button for you to like click, okay, I'm gonna charge it now, like because I cannot detect it, and then it start that. So yeah, anyway, I'll look into it, Alex. We'll see what we can do.
Hey, Dave.
So Dave had a Phantom, and he upgraded to a Pro, and he's loving it. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Part of our insiders.
Yeah. If anyone is looking to join a tight-knit community as well, called the Apollo Insiders, we have a select number of folks on our Slack channel that we participate with in various activities. Sometimes it's early product reveals. Elwha gets to show new prototypes of scooters to them for feedback. We push software updates ahead of time to these guys as well. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, just let us know.
A question from Austin. Not sure if you got my email about the latch pin failure on my Go.
Oh, like the one that is on the handle, like the stem?
On the stem, yeah. What happened? It was, I think he locked it and there was an impact and it bent. So he had to replace that latch. I believe it's that, Austin. It's like I said, I've never seen that. You're the first person ever to report that. So for now, we're not doing anything. But if more people reports it, I'll look into it.
All right. From stings to pee. Can you please make an update to give an option to disable the beep when pushing the M button to activate the horn? The beep is too overpowering, especially when using the hey horn. Also, it would be nice to have the option of using the horn as a momentary button, like actual car horns. Okay, so the longer you press, the longer it rings for.
For the first question, that would be interesting to remove the beeping of all the buttons. So to discuss with the team, For the horn, not really, because we are playing. It's an MP3 file that we are basically pressing play when you press on that button. So by keeping your finger on it, I cannot like extend that 3D file. So this is a limitation that we currently have. Yeah.
All right. Is there a plan to have a repair shop in Brooklyn, Queens, and other places nearby in New York? Yes. The short answer is yes. We're working with a number of partners. Is it public information already? Have we announced our servicing partnership with the chains?
I don't know. Did we, Chris?
As you know.
We have with Techie. Techie is more in Miami, South Florida. But there's another partner coming slowly with a few things in New York. But New York's tight because they don't allow franchise agreements very well. But I'm pretty sure there will be one close to Queens. I'm not sure. We'll double check. We'll confirm. Hopefully, it's going to be confirmed next week, though.
Yeah, basically, Austin, we signed a pilot agreement with a company that has over, in the hundreds of locations in the US. And so if we're able to scale up to all of their locations, we would have locations in every single, county, basically, in the US at this stage. So it's just a question of when we can make that information public, but it's in the works. So from Alex, all riders use the charging feature no matter what, so it deserves more attention than refining. Fair enough. The app can also detect when it's disconnected and initiate the countdown.
Once we fix our disconnection issue, yes.
You've worked too hard on the connecting issue. Is that we can make it disconnect better? From Princess, regarding battery management features, why is it important? In 2024, I expect premium devices to charge their batteries optimally without micromanagement.
Well, yeah, I guess it's fair. It's like, but would you pay would the customer, everyone pay $200 more for that feature, And I don't think so. I don't think it's the case, and we see it, right? Because as soon as we change the price on our website, or even like with our wholesaler when they are in discount, we sell a lot more, even if it's $50, even if it's a free accessory, even if it's a couple of months of Connect Plus. So $200 or something similar. It's a tremendous up cost, for this, compared to having a dedicated piece of hardware like a smart charger that will do the same thing, but will allow us to keep the same price for the scooter. But I hear you. Of course, I would like it to be built in. It's really just that cost consideration. And if we reach the point that we produce millions of scooters, when we have a decent volume enough to be able to lower the price, we will put it inside. It's also a new technology, right? So when those people sell you the smart BMS, those factories, they're charging really extra premium right now because they know it's a hot feature.
So it always comes back to, are you actually going to be willing to pay a premium for it, or is it just a nice to have? And right now, unfortunately, it's in a nice to have category. We learned that the hard way with the Pro, where we used to put the IoT module and the quad lock wireless charging module in every single scooter, which made it more expensive to make. And then we ended up realizing that some people just don't use those features. So now we've been able to remove them and just sell the Pro at a slightly lower price. If you look on our site right now, it's at $32.99 from $34.99. So we were actually able to reduce the price and remove these features and make them optional. So for those that are still interested in having IoT and wireless charging, great, you can just buy those and voila, your price is basically the same. But for everybody else, you get a scooter that's slightly more affordable now. Okay, last couple of questions because we're out of time. The pin latch can be beefed up with an update. Do you have a process/rig to test this highly wearable item?
The pin latch can be beefed up with an update. Again, Austin, you're the only person that reached out for the go, so I'm not gonna touch it for now. It was beefed up on the City and Air because it was just a different thickness. But we do not have a rig to answer your question. There's no rig that we have that we can clip it and shake it like this. We have manual rig, human rig. But, no, we don't. Definitely a good test to do. But I'll go check your email again that you sent because I thought that there was an impact. But yeah, so far you're the only one, Austin. So far, touching wood, it's going well. And yes. From Martin, then users can have their own sound, also maybe button on the phone as well for sound playback. I guess the question is to be able to set your own sound. that will if we introduce speakers and more models, it would make sense, you know. It would make sense to like pass time to make to develop this custom feature. Maybe there's easier way, like if we're able to make a switch, a configurable switch on the scooter, right? Like the M button for everyone is activating a Bluetooth button. Well, then maybe, you know, you have like an external Bluetooth speaker, and it's all managed within the phone. I'm playing a sound recorded in the phone instead of in the display of the scooter, and you can configure it to yourself. Anyone can do it. There's no updates or whatever. That would be the way to go more than, because right now you would need to record a sound, flash it in the display, which it takes a while to be able to access the sound. So there's better way to do it. Yeah.
All right, so that's about all the time we have, guys. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday. And oh wow, Justin, finishing with a bomb question, hey? What can we look forward to from Apollo short medium term?
How much time do you have?
Yeah, exactly. If we can make this you know, last for another 3 hours, maybe we'll get through that. You know, in short, Justin, in short, our focus is the following right now. We are doing everything we can to rearrange the business around the needs of our customers. We've identified really clearly who is our core focus, and it's you guys. It's everyone who's on this call. We call you internally the recreational rider, if you will. What that means is you love the scooter because of the amount of freedom, fun, and just wonderful experiences it brings to your life. You are the focus of this company. We are doing everything from a product, from a distribution, from a marketing point of view, from a support point of view to make it as good of an experience for you as possible. That's one. Two, we're doing it with the two products that we think have the greatest potential. So we're really consolidating order volume on two products to make it as cost effective as possible for us and our customers. And lastly, Chris is working relentlessly when he's not, you know, planning his wedding on expanding into Best Buy and Amazon, so our products and parts and accessories can be available to everyone everywhere. So that's really our short to medium term focus, if you will. Beyond that, of course, it's a bigger conversation, but hopefully that answers your question. Cool. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Friday. Ride safe, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.